Good afternoon, and welcome to the March 15th meeting of the Brentwood Rotary Club. For those of you visiting, my name is Michael King, and I am the president of this club. If you're not aware, today is the Ides of March. So I guess it's a good thing my name's not Caesar, or this would not be a very good day for me. Hopefully you guys are here to praise me and not the other half of that sentence. Today's invocation will be given by Robert Fiddler, followed by Rodney Lund with the pledge and the four-way test. An update, John in Virginia Stokes. John is having his next biopsy April 11th, and Virginia is seeing the doctor about the spot on her lung on Tuesday. Is that right, Bill? Yeah, so please keep them in your prayers. Robert?
Bow with me, please. Our most gracious, loving, and forgiving Heavenly Father, we are forever thankful for the many blessings you continue to bestow upon us, not the least of which is the breath of life itself. All the blessings that come our way, which help us remember that with those who receive much, or much is expected, and then we need to share with those that are less fortunate than we. Please be with John Stokes as he recovers from his ordeal, and he's got more work coming, so keep he and Virginia both in our prayers. Please bring guidance to our leaders, both in our country, our state, and our community. Give them the intestinal fortitude to make the right decision for the community and not for themselves. Bless this food to nourish our bodies and us our souls. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is the truth. It is parallel concern. It will fulfill goodwill of every nation. It will be beneficial to all concerned. We certainly hope so.
All right, so our secretary is MIA, so I am going to fill that role very quickly, and we do have two guests today. Devin McClendon, would you please introduce your guest?
You really need no introduction. Across the room over there, raise your hand. Is Don Robinson. Don is a longtime Brentwood resident, past club member, and great addition to our lunches here on Fridays.
Welcome, Don. And Jack Massari has a guest.
Thanks. My guest is Taylor Morrison. He is a proposed member to our club, and he's with LPL Financial. Hoping to have him inducted sometime soon.
All right. Welcome. Chief Hughes, it's good to have you back after that devastating performance in the cornhole tournament. We're glad that you could show your face again back here. So, great. All right. If you haven't gotten them yet, raise your hand, and Bart will give them to you. Your Pancake Day tickets are here. So let's make sure we go out and get our Pancake Day tickets out so we have a wonderful turnout for Pancake Day. There is a brief BRCCF meeting following this meeting somewhere in the building. And there's also a scholarship committee meeting right after this meeting somewhere in this building. Both of them will be brief. And now Larry Kane has an announcement to make.
Brought my tickets up here. Quick golf tournament update. You know I like numbers, so here's some numbers for you. We've had 46 members participate to date. That's 39%. Good or bad? I don't know the answer to that. We got 101 days to the tournament, so obviously that 39% needs to grow. Team McClendon leads with 84.5 points. Great job. Tom Carr's team is in second place with 65 points. Individually, Devin McClendon with 24.5 points leads, 42.5 points leads. Hunter McCarty behind him with 20 points, so they're both doing well. One other noteworthy announcement, Tom Carr's team has got 8 of 11 members have their sales. So that's excellent. That's twice what anybody else has got. So try to batch that. I have a question to ask, and we don't have a big crowd, but does anybody have anything to do with a sponsorship for Smith, Cashin, and Orr? Law firm, I believe. I got a check in the mail and Is it yours? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your honesty. Do what? Team A? No, I don't have an update on that. You guys need to work harder. Just to remind everybody, when you come in and you get your badge out front, these 2 blue things have been sitting out there every week. And one of these is the list of all the sponsors that have been sold to date. And the other one is the list of our new sponsorships. And I hope everybody has a copy of those from your team captain. If you don't have a copy of the new sponsorships, either see me or contact your team captain and tell them to send you one. I'm going to go over real quick a couple of those new sponsorships. I want to make you aware of particularly one of them. How many people have been to a professional golf tournament, PGA golf tournament? Okay. When you go to a PGA golf tournament, around the course, you see scoreboards. There's probably 6 or 7 or 8 of them on the side of hills and places that have an update on the scoring. Well, now in our golf tournament, we're going to have a scoreboard. This is our scoreboard. You can see that's set up for a tour event. It is 8 feet by 12 feet. The wings are 3 feet by 8 feet. That will sit up by the clubhouse at Brentwood. And what we do with this is we post the names of the players, and you have your picture made in front of that. So every team will have their picture made in front of that. Also, the sponsor of this scoreboard, which is what we're trying to sell, is $2,000. For $2,000, your name or message or whatever you want will be up here on the top of the picture. If there's another message you want down here, we can put it. We can also run messages throughout the whole tournament for that sponsor. If they want to flash things up there about their company or whatever, they can do that, and you'll see it all throughout the tournament. The sideboards, well, you can sell those, and we hope to sell those. You can get 3 sponsors on each side. That's another $3,000 on each side. So this is a big money maker for us, but we got to have a sponsor for it, and we'll bend over backwards for that sponsor. Who's, like I said, they're just like this Florida Natural Charity Classic. This would have whatever the name of the company is up there, whatever they want us to put. And then, like I said, it'll be in every picture that's taken. So the big social media outlet is every picture that's made will have their sponsorship scoreboard in the background. So, okay. They're going to be 3 pockets on each side for $1,000 each. Okay. The other one I want to make you aware of is the premium hole sponsor. That's a new type of hole sponsor. It's $750. Premium hole sponsor gets a sign on the hole. The tee markers on the hole will be about this big, and it'll have their sign or name or logo on them. The flag in the hole on the green, the flag will have their name on it. And behind the green, there'll be a 6-foot banner about 30 inches tall that'll have their name on it. You can't get by that hole without seeing that sponsor's name 4 times prominently. And that's $750. We're going to have 5 of those. Everything is going great with the tournament. Thank you for your help. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. Thank you.
Larry, got what? Tell them what to do.
No, that's subtle. Subtle hints around. You'll see this sign. You saw the one out front. Everybody knows what it means.
This one was covered up. That's my problem.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, you'll see those around.
Just like to say no, just ask. All right, Jane, you have an announcement to make.
I do. My broken record announcement. There are forms on each table to sign up for your Pancake Day shift. So please, if you haven't signed up online, please fill out that form and hand it to Julie Porter or me, or just leave it on your table and we'll get it. Starting after next Tuesday, we will hunt you down if we've not heard from you. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Jane. And Lewis Rankin has an announcement. You coming up here, Lewis? Okay.
Preparations are underway for our Pancake Day on April 13th. Funds are raised for funds from Pancake Day are for scholarships for nonprofits in Brentwood and also projects of club members. The organization to receive funds are selected from requests that our club members turn in. The request form is ready, and it'll be coming to each one of you by email. Also, Donna will have some out front if your computer breaks down. So get your form and get those filled out and get them turned in. Larry Kane announced to the club last fall that the BRCCF will begin presenting major grants of approximately $10,000 to 3 nonprofits each year. The major grant recipients for 2019 were selected and will be funded from 2019 Pancake Day funds and from the golf tournament this year. And they will receive their checks in June. The form that you get will have an additional page this year that is a questionnaire for those nonprofits that want to be considered for a major grant. So that'll be the last page of your form this year. You will need to get your request out to your nonprofits early, because if they want to be considered for a major grant, there's quite a bit of work they need to do to get ready to present that, fill out that questionnaire. So if you give it to them the day before, they won't have time to fill it out. So you need to get your request, get it out to your nonprofits early to be filled out, or if you fill it out, that's fine too. But they would have to fill out their major request.
Recipients are restricted to those serving Williamson County, is that correct?
Yes. Okay. I guess that's it. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Louis. And now, Happy Bucks. Drew Rogers is going to collect all those happy dollars that you have.
All right. Who's happy? Got an SEC basketball tournament in town. I did tell Lori this because I'm Catholic, and I don't know if anybody else is Catholic in here. I was glad to see we had baked potatoes. But I went to Mass yesterday, and I saw Coach Calipari at daily Mass, which was very impressive. And I started to realize Nick Saban, also Catholic, also goes to daily Mass. I figured out, I can say this because I am Catholic, that Catholicism works for these men because of confession. Because if you sin the other 23 hours out of the day and you go to daily Mass 1 hour every day, then you can purge yourself of all of that bad feeling. And so it works. So I'm happy about that. Got to worship with Coach Calipari. Anybody else happy?
Really? We have no happy people today?
Nobody else is happy.
Everybody's team get knocked out already?
Cast a pall on the entire proceedings here.
Wow.
All right. Well, my single will go in here.
All right.
Thanks.
Get out of here. You're not happy. Okay. Oh, Molly.
Rodney, can you please come here for a second? I have an announcement. Heritage has given us $1,000 total in sponsorship. $500 has gone to the golf tournament, and $500 is for the Pancake Day. So here is to you, Rodney.
All right.
I don't owe that $200 to the club.
I'm sorry?
I do not owe that $200 to the club for the tickets, I guess.
That is correct. Somebody's paying attention to me. All right, so now we're going to start our program, and I'm going to introduce our first speaker, who is a club member, so we all know him, or you should know him by now. Michael Kaplan is heavily involved in this 50th celebration of the Brentwood city, and he's going to start off, and then he's going to introduce Vicki Sanford, who's going to talk to us about all kinds of good things coming up this year. Michael.
Thank you. Well, I'm not going to talk very much right now, but my first thing I will do is introduce Vicki Sanford. She is a fellow Rotarian from the Brentwood Morning Rotary, former past president. Few of her other highlights that don't include Rotary are she's a Tennessee Soccer Hall of Famer, Leadership Brentwood class of 2013. But today, most importantly, she is our chair of the 50th anniversary celebration. And she is here to tell you guys all about the good things we're doing starting April 13th. So, Vicki, you want to come up?
Well, I'm really excited to be here, and I'm very excited about our 50th anniversary for the city of Brentwood. We've been meeting since last April, and we've gotten a lot done, and we're going to share a lot of that with you today. First, I want you to think back about 1969. What you were doing, if you were here, in Michael's case, maybe you were gleaming someone's eye, but what you were doing. Well, some of the things that were happening in the world, the Concorde flew for the first time. Monty Python formed as a group over in England. Gold was $47 an ounce. Let's see. Easy Rider was one of the big hit movies of the day. Billboard's Song of the Year was Sugar Sugar by the Archies. And speaking of Sugar Bowl, Arkansas beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl that year. Sorry, Bets. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, and Buzz Aldrin was there with him. Super Bowl III, the Jets 16, the Colts 7. Beatles released Yellow Submarine. UCLA beat Purdue in the Final Four, which is a timely thing right now. Women would not have a Final Four until 1982. Elvis Presley scores his final #1 hit with the song Suspicious Minds on November the 1st. A big yellow bird waddled his way onto Sesame Street. Brentwood Academy was founded. Hank and Gert Sanford, my parents, were spending Sundays all in Brentwood trying to find a new home for us, and they ended up in Meadow Lake. Brentwood Baptist Church began. Woodstock was the thing of the summer. Brentwood students attended either Franklin High School, Lipscomb Elementary, and shortly thereafter Northside Middle School. And the big news of the year, other than our incorporation, was I-65 interstate was becoming a reality. So that's one of the things that drove us to be incorporated. Anybody got any thoughts on other reasons why we might have been incorporated? I'm helping with Youth Leadership Brentwood, and they always want things to be interactive. So what are some thoughts about why Brentwood needed to incorporate at that point in time? Mike Walker. Land use control. Yes. Yeah. All right. So what are some other things that might have had an impact? What are some other things that could have had an impact? Yes?
Okay, completely self-serving comment. The Brentwood Chamber of Commerce was one of the driving forces to get the city of Brentwood incorporated. The Chamber of Commerce members felt that they had tax advantages and other things that would help if they were an incorporated city instead of just part of Williamson County.
Who was running the Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah. Bobby Rutledge from the barbershop.
All right, anything else? Eddie Arnold. Okay. Can you name our first mayor? Who got that? All right. All right. Who was vice mayor or one of the other commissioners? Not yet. And how many were there? How many commissioners were there? 3. Who got some? 2 of you got 3. Here you go, Michael. Doesn't work. And can you name the other 2, the vice mayor and the other commissioner at the time? Not yet. Not yet. John Sloan. There you go, Michael. Give another one. And the other one was vice mayor was Bob Robinson. And Susie told us about the chamber. That was huge. There's been a lot going on in Brentwood over these 50 years, and I'm going to kind of go quickly by decades, and I know I'm not going to hit anywhere near everything. But you think about when we started, we had 3,378 people. This was in the 70s. The police department was created. Maryland Farms was started. The commission expanded to 5 members. We adopted the 1 acre density for residents. And the first bond issue was issued for road improvements. In the 80s, we're up to 9,000 some odd in population. City Hall, our City Hall has something to do with restaurants. So we were on Pewitt Drive, and now that's Local Taco. Then they moved to Wilson Pike, and now that's Mazatlan. What's next? Where's the next move, and what restaurant's moving into the current building? So, but those are the 2 previous ones. Franklin Road improved to 4 lanes. Brentwood High School opens. The library broke away from the county system. Brentwood Fire Department was formed and added Station 2. Granny White Park was purchased. The land was purchased there for $500,000. Continually over the years, there have been water and sewage improvements. Roads widened, interstates improved and changed. Also in the 80s, the Historic Preservation Board was formed. We had our first female commissioner, who was Joe's wife, Betty Reagan. And then we moved to the 90s, and one of the first outstanding things is Mike Walker was hired as city manager. Cool Springs Mall opened. Crockett Park was acquired, 160 acres for $1.1 million. And there was the first ever soccer tournament held at Crockett Park was an adult tournament, and I was actually a player in it. We also had some people that went on to win Olympic gold medals that played in that very event at our Crockett Park. So pretty cool thing. This very club helped to supported and helped to start the Deerwood Nature Park and Arboretum. Bikeways and paths were starting to connect. Woodland Middle and Edmondson Elementary opened. Ann Dunn was the first female mayor. And the new beautiful library that you can see when you pull out of here today was built at the current location. In the 2000s, Eddie Arnold Amphitheater, Ravenwood High School starts. Tower Park across the street came into being, and Williamson Park, the Williamson County Rec Center started over here. This very Martin Center came in the 80s. Prim Park, Boiling Springs Academy, and the Native American mounds were all preserved. Owl Creek started. Commission increased to 7 members. The indoor soccer arena with now the Joe Reagan Field was a great partnership with Williamson County. We gave the land, they built the building, and now they run it. The Heritage opened. We received our 20th Tree City USA Award, and we got a AAA rating. Now that brings us to the 2010s, and now all of a sudden we're 10 times more people than we had, 37,000. The flood of 2010 almost washed the city away. We added Flagpole Park, we added Smith Park, and we did the Ravenswood renovations. And we also added, which is also just across the way, Barkwood, which is the dog park that we have. Over the decades, our roads have improved, our services have continually improved. Our city staff continue to win awards in everything from trees to parks to county, city communications, and so many honors that you just I can't name them all. We live in a wonderful city, and it has a rich, rich history, far past the 50 years. Yes, John?
Did you mention that this club built the pavilion at Granny White Park?
I did not. What year was that? I'll add it to my list.
1978.
Perfect.
Donated to the city park department.
Perfect. And that's a beautiful facility. Used it many times. Thank you. So anyway, we decided we needed that the city and we decided we needed to do something to celebrate these 50 years of incorporation. So, Michael, you want to pull the website up? The commissioners decided that a committee should be formed. We have our Brentwood Birthday Steering Committee. It's comprised of representatives from each of the volunteer boards. Citizens were also appointed by the Brentwood commissioners. My AV guy. Are we on 5G? So our 1G here. So the steering committee is meeting on a regular basis. We're up now to meeting, I think, 6 times a month almost in various and sundry subcommittees. And the members of this committee have given countless man hours. They've called in tons of favors, used their talents, used their treasures to make this year's celebration become a reality. And I tell you what, let's show the video if you can get that to work. There's a few things that I have learned in this year of work with this group. I have learned about parades. I have learned about that you have to have somebody clean up after the horse poop. Sometimes that's nice for a garden club. That's somebody we've been put in touch with. I've learned about how you have to do bids with the city. I've learned what a step and repeat is, and if you don't know, you can ask me after it's over. I've learned that you always buy the rights. If you have artwork done, you always buy the rights. You take care of your volunteers. And I also learned the biggest 2 things that I've learned is that we have a great city and that the citizens of Brentwood love it. And they want to make it even more special than it is. So this is a video, if we can get it to pop up, that was created by John Major, who is a video guru. And there we go. Just right back to the beginning. It'll buffer in. So there's a picture of the China Hut, which is now Local Taco, which was before that the City Hall.
They kept the only file cabinet in the bathroom.
Really?
It's the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is. And the second City Hall is actually next to the county.
Oh, was it? Yeah. At Mazatlan? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it like that. I tell you what you can do is go to the website. It's BrentwoodTN50.com, and you can org, and you can have a look at the website and actually see the video. Michael did a great introduction for me. Let me tell you something. You guys have got a treasure in Michael, your new member. He is the most resourceful, the most persistent fellow I think I have ever met. He's taken care of a lot of our printing stuff and gotten a lot of our graphic designs done, and he is just absolutely amazing. He served on the fundraising committee, and now he has taken on the task of merchandise and actually branding. So it is my pleasure to introduce Michael Kaplan.
Might be the biggest cheer I've ever gotten, so wow. You guys don't know. So we were gonna talk on the website about the events that we're having, but obviously it's not working too well. They're all on here. But our first event is April 13th. We put the cards on everybody's desk. It is our Golden Gallop Parade. It is the same day as Pancake Day. It is not at the same time. It's from 2 to 4 o'clock, and it will be on Maryland Way, starting and finishing on Tractor Supply. If you want to have a parade, have a float, have anything, it's free. On the website, there's a very easy form to fill out. I don't know, can we, it's at the little higher. Cars, horses, anything. Float. If you really want to make a float, we're not, we don't expect it to be Macy's, but we expect it to be a big, fun community festival. And so, does it work on there? Oh. That's where you sign up. And if you don't want to be a part of the parade, please come participate. Just watch it. It'll be fun. Bring kids, bring anybody. It's going to be a great day. There's already 70 different units, from horses to floats to bands. Both high schools are going to be here. Oh, there's going to be golden retrievers there. There was going to be goat yoga. They had to cancel because they're going to be in Nolensville instead. ROTC, Boy Scouts are looking for some bagpipes. The parade's going to be 1.5 miles, so you'll have plenty of places to see. For all of our sponsors, there's a VIP area in front of City Hall. So if we still are taking sponsors, talk about that in a little bit. The second event, June 15th, Brent Fest. He's not here today, but Michael Heineman was the one that named that for us. So it is what it is, a community festival. We're going to have music from 3 o'clock to 10 p.m., starting off with some local talent, and then Guilty Pleasures. Not sure, has anybody heard of them? So they're, really decent, well-known band. Dueling Pianos. So they're going to bring pianos out there and kind of like a dueling piano bar. And then we're going to finish with Tim Akers in the smoking section. And that will also have...
You want me to tell them a little bit about Tim Akers?
You can tell them, yes.
The smoking section is a group of studio musicians, and they are fabulous. And it's a real fine and food for us to be able to bring them in.
There will also be a kids zone. Yes. Oh, sorry. Brent Fest will take place in Crockett Park. There'll be a kids zone, bounce houses, face painting, balloons. We're going to use some of the fields for maybe pickup soccer, if people want to throw a ball, whatever they want to do. The fields will be open, and then there will also be a beer garden. And so there's going to be, I think, 3 different craft brews. Is that correct? We're still working on some of the details for Brent Fest. The last event that we're going to have is going to be in October, and it's the Rendezvous at Ravenswood. And it's not going to be as well publicized because there's only going to be 300 tickets to it. It's going to be at Ravenswood Mansion. Already 100 of the tickets have been given away to our sponsors. There will be a date. I'll tell you guys the date. And we'll say, hey, tickets are going on sale. Just say August 1st at 8 o'clock in the morning. We expect it to sell out really quickly. Tickets are going to be $125, and it'll be at Ravenswood Mansion. Super Tea is going to be the entertainment. So sit-down dinner, limited engagement. That will be the last one. October 10th, Thursday, correct? Yes. Thursday. So the other thing we're doing is we're selling merchandise for all of our events. We're going to have T-shirts that we'll get approved Tuesday, but I can show you the rough prototype. This is what our Golden Gallop shirts will look like. Sorry, we don't have it up here yet. It's not fully approved, so if we put it up there, we could get in trouble. Tuesday we'll know. This will be the front and the back. And then we have been selling maps and canvases.
That's the Brent Fest.
This is our limited edition. We only printed 100 of them. Hand signed by the artist. Canvas. That you can buy on there. There's our form to sign up for the parade. But you can buy these online, $75, and pick them up at City Hall. $75 tax included.
And then we've also got just push our And these are $20. These are $20. These are $20.
And the most important reason we're here, if we can go to, can we go to sponsors? Yep. None of this would be possible without our sponsors. We have had a lot of local sponsorships, lots of Tractor Supplies, our headline sponsor, our presenting sponsor. And so we sold their presenting sponsor. As Larry knows, they're really hard to sell sponsorships around here. All of our platinum, and all we have left are gold. So all of our platinum sponsorships are sold out. We still have gold, silver, and bronze sponsorships, if anybody's interested. And also friends of the community. We have paid for all of our events, but any extra money we raise is going to go to a city gift. So a permanent give back to the city is where all extra sponsor money will go. We're about to find a way to tier it because we don't want to say we're going to raise $10,000. We raise $20,000, we have to do a bigger gift. So we're going to have 3 different levels of what our gift's going to be as a lead back to the city. All sponsors will be recognized in some way on that gift. So, I guess, any questions? The 4 are the platinum sponsors.
They'll be hearing from him.
From who?
I think my little girl is going to love the parade, but in order to get her to go, I need your word that there will be firemen throwing candy from fire.
There will be firemen on fire trucks. I'm not sure if they're allowed to throw candy.
Yeah, they cannot throw candy.
I will give your daughter some candy.
It's an insurance thing. We can't throw anything.
She gets hit in the head with.
Well, the fear is that something ends up close to a wheel of a float, and somebody runs out and either catches their hand or their head. So we don't want that. We don't want it. So most parades now quit throwing candy.
Okay, thank you.
But there will be fire trucks. There will be horses. Again, we've got Tractor Supplies. They've got a group of golden retriever people that are going to bring a whole tribe of golden retrievers. The CEO of Tractor Supply is going to ride an old red tractor in the parade. And again, you guys are all welcome to participate in the parade. I know you've got a busy morning with pancake breakfast, but we'd still love to have you, either in the parade or certainly would like for you to come over after the fact. Maybe we should run a shuttle back and forth to the middle school. Yes.
Vicki, excuse me, one of the cutest things I heard about, I saw on Facebook on page. But they're doing a play that if you just want to find anybody in this class probably, because if you're 49 years old, if you were born in 69, you can actually ride on the 1969 official float, which I think is very cool. So if you know somebody,
Michael?
Yes. There's also a Sunday school class that is, a lot of them were married in 1969. So they're all getting together and doing something. So there's lots of, thinking outside the box on what's going on with some of the events that are coming up. How many of you guys are going to try to come? All right. We need you. Oh, one of the other things, we're getting the schools involved, and we're having gold pom-poms made. And we're going to have sections for each one of the elementary schools so that we can, they can try to cheer the loudest as they come through. And then that whole group will be given a bunch of the gold pom-poms, right? Yeah. Any other questions? Yes.
We discussed it, but we really, I don't.
We don't know yet. We don't know
Possibly.
yet.
Everybody gets a ribbon.
Yeah. I participated in the Brentwood 50th birthday parade.
We'll have one winner, the greatest fireman win.
Thank you guys for having us. We hope you'll come see us. We've got some posters and stuff. If you don't have to go to City Hall and pick them up, we've got some here. So thank you again. Really thank you for all you do for our city. You're amazing.
All right. Michael, Vicki, thank you so much for presenting. And Vicki, let's not forget the true reason why Brentwood was incorporated. It was so that a 6-year-old from Connecticut would move down here 24 years later, and then 24 years after that, lead this club for 15 more weeks. So, if you would, as always, help us put back the tables and chairs. Don't forget there's a BRCCF meeting right after this. There is also a scholarship meeting right after this. Anything else? Yes, sir, Ray.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. And may the sun shine warm upon your face. And the rain fall gently on your face. Until we meet again, may God hold you from all his hand. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Spoken like a true Irishman. Okay, nothing else for the good of Rotary. We are adjourned.